Hey guys, welcome to my crypto channel. I am going to go over FileCoin. I'm going to go over Bitcoin too, real quick. Give you my take on it. What's going on? I am looking for more upside on Bitcoin. Short-term time frame upside on Bitcoin, guys. So it's going to be a counter trend rally, in my opinion. So Bitcoin will go up and then it's going to go back down. So let me go over Bitcoin real quick. So here's the deal with Bitcoin on a weekly chart. I'll just go over the high time frame charts real quick. Okay. And let you know. So the deal is that Bitcoin went down below the 40 and got sucked back up. And it's underneath the 9 and the 40, or the 9 and the 21, excuse me. So here's the thing, and it's under the 200 SMA on the weekly. So Bitcoin, more or less, with that configuration, is in a bind. It's in a bind, guys. So it's got serious resistance right there, and it's got a little bit of support right there. I don't think this is going to break down. So there's a couple options with Bitcoin that could be going on now. Is it going to make a move in here and whiz back up this way? It could. It could. You have to be aware that it might come down a little bit and then move up and then whiz back up there to, like, say 28, 29K. It could do that. However, too, you have to consider that this 40, it could grind. Oh, let me go back to my black marker. It could grind, with pops right along this 40 and then maybe a pop over here or something like that, guys. Okay. That's kind of what I'm looking. Then this is this will be your last wave for Bitcoin until it makes a trek down. So yeah, I'll move, this down and then up. Why is this not staying? Up and then there, and then it's going to be going down. Okay. That's how I'm looking at it with Bitcoin. My only concern is that there might be keeps doing that, huh? There just might be a little bit of a grind for a period of time, guys, right along the 40 period moving average. Now you might have to wait, once it gets past the 9 and it gets over the 21, then it could shoot up above the 200 probably. But right now with that 9 or the 21 and that 9 in this area, it's a serious amount of resistance on those moving averages, guys. So it could be just like I keep, why is this not staying? I don't know what the deal is here. It could just be grinding in here for a little while too, guys. So you got to be aware of that. That's a couple options for Bitcoin. Okay. So now let's go over with FileCoin and, some, because you could say request type thing or what have you, because it was mentioned in a video from somebody significant saying this thing's going into a new bull run. It's got a lot of proving to do before something like that's going to be happening, in my opinion, with this coin. I'm not going to go too much into this. Obviously it had a massive run right here from $3 up to $150. Breaking this down is going to be, the deal is, it looks like an ABC move to me, guys. It's not, there's an impulse in there, but it's more like a three-wave move, and it went up for some type of three-wave move and then ripped off a C wave. So like an A. So here you have an A and maybe a B, and then it ripped off a C or something, possibly something like that. It's done. The area that's concerning over here with FileCoin is this wave. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a 3-day chart, and you have a lot of divergence down here. In that 3-day chart, I can even go to a weekly chart. Probably still, yeah, you still have it right there. So there's your third wave. There's your divergence, and that's definitely a concern, guys, because this means that this coin could be going to zero. Okay, so right now, what I would expect, this is the best case scenario for FileCoin, is it made a move right here. It looks like a three-wave move, and it came back down. It's come back down to test these areas, and you may get a move back up to, say, $10. Okay. There's even, let me hold on for a second. Make sure I have the not the brush. What do I got here? Just a second. I'm gonna make sure I have this on fib levels. There we go. Up back up to the 1. This thing's on logarithmic. Yeah, it's on logarithmic. Um, and then, that's a possibility, but it needs to do this. It needs to do that, guys. Because then it'll really be at risk. But, more than likely, I think it could do that, especially if Bitcoin's going to go up. But if Bitcoin's not going to be very aggressive on that uptrend, then this might not be very aggressive. You can see it went from 287 up to $9 during that time with Bitcoin, and only went up into February, so a couple months, and then it started coming back down, even while Bitcoin was going up, guys. So I'm still expecting a little bit of a retrace over here either way. But the reality of it is, guys, is that this 5-way move is the problem for FileCoin. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it needs this connector wave over here, wherever that's going to end up. And then it's going to do another 5-way move, probably like something like that, to finish that off, guys. And just, it could die. This coin could die, guys. So this coin is not anything that I would hold, except for maybe a trade. And realistically, 5, 6, maybe even those numbers will hit. That's how I'm looking at that. So I'm going to go over and show you and go into, let me go to, do I have a 2-day chart? Let me go to a 2-day chart. Yeah, here's the 2-day chart on FileCoin. Let me put these algos on there. The algos are suggesting the same thing. So it's just not my analysis. It's the analysis of the algos on FileCoin, guys, suggesting that those numbers down there are in the zeros. Okay. That's probably, what's this looking up here? You take a look at this. Back up on this 2-day chart to test the 200, back up, and it's in this area. So you could see FileCoin get back up to 377 and then get back up to hit this 200 again. Now, Bitcoin's going to grind up. Okay, if you think about this reasonably, all right. So Bitcoin is going to grind up, right? And FileCoin could get over there, maybe peek its head over here, but then once Bitcoin is done and it's going to go into a downtrend, then FileCoin's going down, guys, hard. So in my opinion, this is one of the coins. I didn't write it on my list of going to zero coins because I didn't know about this. But that's more than likely, that's like trade at your own risk is all I can say about that, guys. The other thing is too, I wanted to go over is, guys, the miners are not looking good at all. I know there's a lot of fanfare and, oh yeah, everything's going great with the miners. I decided to delve into it, double check my work. And I think this Bitfarms clearly made a 3-way move here on the weekly chart. You can see this 3-way move, and you see how high that went up in the RSI and took that out. And that's a hidden bearish divergence, guys. And that took out this level right here. You can see hidden bear. And this is probably going to come down and break the lows of 36 cents eventually in this area on Bitfarms. Okay. You could have some nice bounces in there and get people excited. So that's all that it's going to be, in my opinion. What's the other coin? Clean Spark has a little bit, it's a little bit better, but see how high this is, higher than this area. Here's the 200 SMA on the weekly. Could it come up to like this area and then maybe do back down? It could. But otherwise, guys, this chart is not a good chart. This is not a good chart, guys. Okay. Buying it here and exiting here was the trade. Okay. And now it's time to, here's to short it, on a weekly chart. It's got a short on there with the market cipher, guys. So let's see. What was the other? Mara is another one I've been telling people about. Get out of this mess. Mara is not looking good at all, guys. This deal is what it did in here was a flat. And the interesting thing about Mara, a lot of people pay attention to Mara as a leading, maybe a little bit of a leading indicator of what Bitcoin may be doing, or vice versa, if you will. And in my opinion, this is the move that it made right here. You got to move right here. And it came down 3-wave and then went up into this wave to make a nice flat move, guys. And you look at the dates on this, same general areas, Bitcoin. June, July 22, came back down, bottomed in, this one's December, November, December, same as Bitcoin, made its run, and now it's back down. Peaked its head over the 200, peaked its head over the 200. I mean, this is 2 peaks, rejection back down, peak, and it's coming back down. This is not a good chart, guys. This is not a good chart. The weekly projecting, well, you can see the numbers right there, guys. So not to say it's going to get down there. I definitely think that these are numbers I'd be looking at eventually. How long will it take to get down there from I don't know, but $1.90, guys, eventually. Could be a lot of sideways in here for a while too, because Bitcoin's going to go sideways. So it could go here and then sideways for months and then finally get down there. So it's a multi-month, if not even a year before it gets down there, in my opinion, guys. So what's the other one? Riot Blockchain has actually got a little bit more strength behind it. This is very, very popular miner. A lot of people were bullish on this on a trade that it recently did up to there. And it's the same thing. I think Riot Blockchain is projected to be playing right along in these areas, guys, below the 200 SMA. And it looks like it's going to be coming up to test it possibly. Like I said, guys, the miners are they're looking like they're going to be breaking down. I use those as a leading indicator, if you will, to go check out what's possibly going to be going on with Bitcoin and the markets with the miners, even MicroStrategy. And then the end result here with Bitcoin eventually is not going to be good. So, and if you think about this reasonably, guys, Bitcoin and these major assets, the big players, institutional investors get into to play with, right? If you will, Bitcoin, Riot, Bitfarms, stocks and coins like that, like Bitcoin, right? What do you think will go on with FileCoin? It's so low, $3.21. It's got to be at a bottom, right? Got to be at a bottom. It's going to be rolling on out of there. I give it a little credit. If it comes down, breaks the low, you will have weekly bullish divergence and maybe a trade up. But I think that's all it's going to be for FileCoin is a counter trend rally. As a matter of fact, it needs to do this for this coin to survive. This needs to get high, up to $20, $30, preferably, maybe even higher. Okay. If this was a bullish, even if this was a very, very bullish coin, okay, let's say you got your 5-wave move right there. What's a normal retrace on a 5-wave move, right? At least to the top of that 4th wave right there, $11.20. That's weak. That's weak. So let me do a retrace here on this coin. Where's my retrace tool? Retrace. Here we go. Retrace. Okay. All right, just a second. Show you guys. I'm not using this very much. So just a logarithmic retrace, because this is a deep correction. 236 right there. That's a 236. If that's it, that's weak. It should be hitting $14.35, and you would expect 50% for any strength to be into this coin. Okay. So if it's not going to be getting this, if it's not going to do this, okay, and it, in my opinion, any volatile, very bullish crypto should be doing that, and an ABC move to take your 5, and then here's your 3-wave move, and now it's going to have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever that's going to end up if it survives. But according to the algos over here, doesn't look promising, guys. It doesn't look promising. So trade at your own risk when it comes to FileCoin. In and out, in and out. Minimize your risk. Have risk management. No more than 1 or 2% of your portfolio, okay, on something like this. Just my suggestion. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.